Now we'll look at the process for going site to site. Again, this is going to be a very similar process. In the subscription, I create a VNet, and in the VNet, I create that gateway we talked about. The next step, which is a little interesting, and you know, if it's a very large network, this could get complicated, is I need to add the IP address range of my local site. So down here, you can see this is 10.20.0.0 and 10.21.0.0. I register those in Azure, so Azure can now build the routing tables when the VPN is connected. If I'm trying to reach one of my on-premise servers, it knows, hey, that's over the VPN, that's how you route to get there. So I need to understand the local address space and be able to add that to Azure, so Azure knows what that address space is for the purpose of building the routing tables. I then get a public IP address on my VPN device, create the gateway. Then it will give me both, you know, depending on the configuration, either a package or instructions on how to go to my corporate network and then establish the end-to-end VPN connection. Once that end-to-end VPN connection is established, I can now send traffic from my Azure VNet down to my corporate network and from my corporate network up here. This is the type of scenario that you're going to follow if, for example, you have a file server in Azure that you want to join to an on-premises domain. So I set up the file server in Azure, I establish the VPN, I can now take my file server, point it at my on-premises DNS, and join my on-premises domain. Users that are on my LAN can now browse to file shares that actually exist on a file server running in a VNet, running in a VM in Azure. So let's look at an example of that one.